Good morning, or whatever time of day it is for you. Um, I am in the process of thinking about stuff, which is a everyday thing for me. I just can't shut it off really. I posted a video yesterday, and I really, you know, really struggled putting it up. It was actually the seventh time I recorded myself and deleted and didn't put up, and then I posted the video I put up yesterday, and of course I have all the dialogue running around in my head about it, and the worry, is somebody actually gonna watch what I posted and stuff like that. And here this morning, I'm trying to get an understanding of people and thought processes, and you know why people are the way they are. They're infinitely fascinating to me. So I watched a video on sociopathy, and I kind of wanted to get an understanding of NPD and sociopathy. And so it was this person that reacted to um, those types of videos that are on TikTok, and it was really, really good to see because it really fired up so much stuff for me. They were talking about, like, I can't believe this person put this out for consumption. You know, this is so cringy that it hurts. And, and I stopped the video and I was like, oh my, is that what I did? Did I make a video that was so cringy that it hurts? And I thought about my my white t-shirt, and could you see through that, like, just like all this different stuff, and being vulnerable and stuff like that. And then I took a break and I came back and I finished watching it, and I'm like, this is the reason why I completely suppressed my true self. That's the reason why I basically killed that version of myself off, and develop these other coping strategies. Um, one of the things I realized is that I live in a violent world. I got bullied quite a bit, and I didn't want to be victimized, so I, you know, I turned into an asshole. I became violent, and came out a lot when I was using, and but that was like the outlet, it seemed. It's really just super fascinating, and it's kind of nice to think about. I I don't have to live my life worrying whether someone is gonna have a cringe reaction to me being honest about my life and this situation. And it's like, and that's the other thing, is like my life. It's I I in this research of looking into myself, I think I have this terminally unique situation, and coming to find out that I do have people that I can relate to, and that are going through similar things. I find it quite odd that the things that I relate to or are labeled as female, um, female autistic traits, female this, female that. You know, I I I don't get it. Like, I don't know. There's just a lot of things that just don't seem to make sense. You know, just seems like um, placing things within a framework is placing things within a framework. So there's anytime you box something in, you box it in. You know, anytime you label something, you you define it. You draw the edges. You draw the outline, and it can't go without beyond those borders. So, and that's the thing that I'm really coming to coming to terms with myself is that I've always struggled with identity and who I am and who I really am, and taking on these different identities and characteristics and trying on all types of hats. And I don't, well, I guess I do mean figuratively, literally as well. But I like to understand why people think the way they do. So I'll even, get absorbed into a thought train, or I don't know how to put it, but I will fully engross myself into a way of being, a way of thinking, and um, see what that's like to really try to understand it. Um, so for me, it's quite difficult to think about identifying with um, with what I talked about in my last video. Hi Jay. I have Jays, and they're quite nice. They love peanuts in the shell, and I didn't put out any this morning, so they're asking for some. Oh, I just totally lost my train of thought there. Oh no! But the trying on hats, it's kind of like really realizing like all a lot of this stuff, this identifying, that it kind of helps to, for me, realizing that there's a possibility that I might be an autist, that it makes a lot of sense. Um, of relating my symptoms, and I keep going back to like the symptoms and how that presents and presentation, and I now present you, this act, and it kind of seems that's that might be. Hold on, man. I hope that was recorded. Um, how something presents, like presentation. What does that mean? Like, it seems like everything is characteristics, being a character, showing this or showing that or presenting this. Um, Sorry, I'm distracted by the chipmunks. They're kind of my favorite. on my feet, and they like to come and say hi to me in the morning. Um, this is this is my life. I get to enjoy being with animals and birds and stuff, and this is what I'm trying. This is the hat I'm trying on now, like taking care of myself. And if that is cringy, if I'm not trimmed up enough for you, and it physically hurts you to see a person like this, then maybe that'll discourage you from watching. But I'm not gonna try to mold myself in order to make you feel better. You know, I've done that. I've done that my whole life. Trying to make people more comfortable around me, taking care of other people. And I I especially don't need to care for someone that's a sociopath or a psychopath that doesn't even see me as a human being. So yeah, that's the stuff that's come up for me this morning. I'm gonna try to continue to do these. I don't know if anyone will ever watch them, but it's kind of helping me work out the things that are going on in my mind. And also, I don't want to just like allow that voice to make decisions for me. The one, that that shit talker that was installed by some other sociopath, psychopath, what have you, or society, or whatever it is that tells me like I'm I'm cringy, you know, whatever. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. If you did.